Hello everyone, Mike Kelly here, happy to be with you today. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about our professional development we've been working on at our school. We call it our learning pathways, and basically this is a personalized learning approach to professional development for our teachers. We are always looking for opportunities to provide our teachers with choice and autonomy as they work toward their own professional learning. Sometimes we have to put aside time to meet building and district goals, and it's always important to continue to make sure some of what we do for our professional development is aligned to our building and district goals. However, there may be other things that may be indirectly to align to what we do, but are still very, very valuable and really important to our teachers. So what we've done this year is allowed our teachers to choose a learning pathway. The way we did that was we sent out a survey to our teachers to choose what type of topics would you like to explore for your professional learning next year. So we allocate time during what are traditional faculty meetings. We don't have traditional faculty meetings. We utilize that time each month for professional learning. And then also on certain half days, we call Act 80 days throughout the year that we schedule and set aside for professional learning. So during that time, our teachers work on topics of their choice. So what we did was we sent that email out and got feedback from our teachers on things they were interested in. So one of the other things we really like to empower our teachers doing and help them do is work collaboratively. So we didn't want our teachers to be working on their professional development portfolios and projects this year in isolation. We narrowed down the topics and then resent out the list of maybe top 10, and then let teachers choose which one they wanted to be a part of, and then group teachers accordingly. We wanted groups that were interdisciplinary and cross-grade level. So we really mixed our teachers together to give them an opportunity to work with teachers they may not have had a chance to work with in the past. Maybe they don't see as often as they would like throughout the building. And our groups are really well-rounded. We have one that's focused on school culture. We have one that's focused on integrating technology. We have one that is focused on digital citizenship. Another is focused on teaching kids soft skills, and those skills that are really important but might not appear in a grade book, things like responsibility, integrity, and honesty, those type of things. And so we have about 8 total groups, and our teachers are in groups of anywhere from 6 to maybe 10 is our largest group, I think. And they work each month together, and then they work outside of their professional development time. They've each set their own goals for their group. They've each developed ways to share information, resources. Some teachers have chosen to do a book study. For example, one of our integrating technology groups wanted to do a book study on a book called Bold School by Weston Krishnick, I think you pronounce his last name. It's an excellent book. I've read it myself, and they're using that as the basis for their learning to then take it to the next step further and develop their own goals for integrating technology. So some groups are doing a book study, some groups are bringing in resources they find from other areas, and some are doing more of discussion-based, different approaches to their own learning. And we sort of gave them the freedom to choose the method they wanted to use. Every group had to develop goals, and every group had to develop action steps. The one important thing we tried to make really flexible is the fact that your goals can evolve and change, and your action steps can evolve and change. So as you learn more about your topic, this is not something our teachers already feel they're experts in and now want to do something with it. This is professional learning. This may be the first time they're exploring these topics. And each group is led by 1 or 2 of our members. Our school has an school instructional leadership team. They meet once a month after school, and they help us plan our professional development. This team is phenomenal. Their leadership skills are phenomenal, and they put a lot of time and effort into helping facilitate the learning for these groups. When we meet, sometimes we'll discuss challenges they're having with their groups and how to overcome that. We'll discuss that as a group. And one of the things we've done, we have modeled the use of protocols and how to overcome challenges when working with a group. So we're really also increasing the leadership capacity of our staff. So we're really accomplishing many things. We're setting processes and systems in place for professional learning in our building. We're empowering our teachers to pursue their own interests, to work collaboratively together, to pursue goals that they develop. And then also we're working really hard to focus on that leadership capacity. And our teachers are doing such a phenomenal job. It's great for me and our assistant principal to sit down with them and hear the wonderful things they're doing and accomplishing and what they're learning throughout this process. And then we really serve as resources and supports for them. And I look forward to continue learning from all the groups are going to be able to share with us throughout this process. One of the visions we have for the end of the year is to have an opportunity for all of our groups to share with each other what they learned. We really emphasize the fact that we did not want them to see this as you have to learn something and then do something with it immediately. That the product might not come till much, much later. That this is truly about professional learning and getting better as a professional. That may lead to some action steps that they implement things this year, but it may not also. They may still be in the learning phase. The goal, though, is that they continue to move forward and have a plan for that learning. And I could share our teachers have not disappointed. They've done a phenomenal job. It does take, as a leader, you have to trust your staff. You have to trust that they're going to be professionals working hard to do their best. And I feel like when you give them choice, autonomy, purpose, they really step up and show you how much they can accomplish. And oftentimes they accomplish much, much more than we would have set out in the first place as goals for them. So I could not be more proud of our teaching staff that they've really taken hold of their own learning. And we get the opportunity as leaders to just provide support and resources for them and watch them really learn and grow. It's been a tremendous experience. So if you as a building leader, if you are looking for a way to sort of take professional development to the next step, again, you always want to balance some time for departments and building goals and district goals, but also finding time to give teachers that autonomy and choice and empower them to work toward their own learning. That's so important. I think we could accomplish so much more if we gave teachers that opportunity. So I encourage you to do that. Teachers, I encourage you to advocate for that. It can be done. It's being done. And I feel like we have so much expertise to leverage, and we have teachers that we want to differentiate for. We don't want to sit and get one-size-fits-all professional learning plan for everyone. There's a time and place where everybody must get together, but it doesn't have to be all the time. We must provide time for them to explore their own learning. We can't expect them to all be able to do this on their own time in their free time and pursue all these things on their own when we all have very busy lives and we have a lot of things we're involved in, families, friends, and other organizations. So we want to be purposeful about the time we spend, and that may be reallocating faculty meeting time, reallocating other time used for other things, because the value you get from the professional learning that's accomplished through our teachers is phenomenal. So I encourage you as leaders to provide that time and give that approach a shot. And I encourage teachers to advocate for that approach because I know you have so much value to bring and so much learning that you can accomplish if just given that opportunity. So that's my message for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Professional learning, taking it to the next step, it's super important. Have a great day.
Yeah, the MKelly way, the MKelly way. Whoa, learning how to educate, we gon' get it straight. We could do it the MKelly way, the MKelly way. Listen to them predicate, you gon' be amazed. We could do it the MKelly way, the MKelly way. Whoa, clean cut professional as what? Tune into the channel, you gon' see what's up. How we gonna get these kids to read enough? Think about these kids, how we treating them. The MKelly way, the MKelly way.